So as usual, I will be using our NX Witness desktop client to do the presentation. It's kind of nice way to interact with partners who know us already or partners that are new to NX. It gives our partners very good ideas about how easy it is to use our software. Yeah, it's designed for VMS. However, it's also a pretty cool tool for presentation. Yeah, for still image, for websites, for video clicks, live video, archive video, different kind of streaming to the system. Yeah, so I really encourage you to try. If you're also a salesperson like me, you will be pretty impressive. You can use a VMS software to do a full presentation, a very interactive one to your end users or SI. Yeah, it's always interesting to do this. Yeah. Okay, 1 more minute. Okay, it's 10:05. I think we can start with today's webinar. So again, thank you everyone for joining the webinar. The subject of the webinar today is the new features in NX Witness v4.0, which is going to be released this month, this July. Yeah. So after v4.1, 4.0 ready last year, we have several patches already, and now we have another major release of the VMS software. As usual, before we start, I really encourage you to visit our website, add to the event calendar. You can see the upcoming webinars we are going to have by NX sales team members or together with our Works with NX technology partners. Okay. And if the time zone does not fit in to your location, you can go to my.networkoptix.com. And we have a new session called webinar. If you go to the webinar site, then right here you can see also Works with NX webinar, which is hosted by us and our technology partner, or NX Solution webinar, which is hosted by NX sales team member. And if you click on the webinar, you can see a recorded file of the webinar. At the same time, you can view the presentation directly. Okay, we also uploaded the presentation file of the webinar so that, like, for some people you like to watch video, for some of you you might like to just read the slides, see some great snapshots of the demo. Okay, so always available on our website, my.networkoptix.com for the recorded webinars. Okay, then let's get started. So first, I think most of you are already familiar with NX, so I won't go through too much information about our company. I'll just give you a very quick highlights. Okay, so Optix, our headquarters is in USA. Other than the office in California, a city called Burbank, we have offices in Moscow, Russia, Taipei, Taiwan, Netherlands, Australia, and France and Spain. I'm from Taipei office. We have 7 staff here, including 3 sales manager, 2 support engineer, 1 pre-sales engineer, and 1 marketing manager. So for Northeast Asia, Southeast Asia, and Great China, will be taken care by our team in Taiwan. Okay. So a very quick highlights about the product we have so far. We have 2 products at the moment. The first one is called NX Witness. It's a CCTV VMS surveillance solutions. If you are a security distributor, reseller, SI, or end user, this will be probably the product you are using. And at the same time, we have another product called NX Meta VMP, which stands for Video Management Platform. This is designed for developer. NX Meta is a open extensible video management and development platform that is designed to help developers to integrate their technology into NX Witness and also all the other powered by NX ecosystem. So after the integration, your team can create your very own Works with NX products with NX. Okay, so this is for developers, the NX Meta VMP mainly, and NX Witness is the fine products, yeah, for the surveillance industry. If you go to our website, there's an interesting page called Release Timeline, so you can take a look at the the release of NX Witness from 1.0 to 4.0, and very shortly it's going to be a 4.1. So we have upgrades very often, one major upgrade every year and monthly patch upgrades so that we can fix some bugs and enhance our integration, etc. A very brief introduction about our release cycle so that you have some of the ideas about how the software is published to the market. So we will have alpha version, which is only internally available for NX team member. We'll be start to testing it. After that, we will have a beta release, which is the current stage beta release. There will be like three to 4 months before the release, the beta will be available. Now we are at the last stage of the beta release. Yeah. And also for the beta release, it is already available to download from my.networkoptix.com. So if you like to try new things, you want to join the beta feedback program, you are more than welcome to download the beta version, start to test it. If you identify some issues or have some questions, on our community forum, there's a specific forum for beta feedback. Yeah, and then there will be a formal release of the software. Yeah, okay, which is going to be happen in the coming 2 weeks. I said. After the formal release, there will be patch release on a monthly basis so that we can address some technical support issue or to add some more integrations for specific models. And please notice that the patch should only be installed by customers that is instructed to do so by NX technical support team or sales team member. Okay, otherwise you should use the formal release version of the software. Okay. So let's get into the main topic of the major new features in NX Witness v4.0. The first one I'd like to share with you is the region of interest configuration. I also call it a deep integration with in-camera analytics. So I think you are already familiar with the in-camera analytic integration so far. So let's use Hanwha TechWin camera as an example. So at the moment with actually things 3.2, we can do this kind of configuration already. Select the camera that we have done native integration with, and then select analytic event. Then you can see right here, all the available. Hold on a second, excuse me. Hold on a second. Yep, I see. Uh-huh. Okay, sorry. I just want to make sure everybody can hear me and watch my screen properly. I can see the screen share. Uh-huh, hold on. Got it. I didn't share the screen. Oh, sorry guys, I forgot to press the share screen. Yeah. Can you see my screen now? I'm sorry. Fantastic. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, so sorry, apologize again. I'll very quickly go back to the previous slides, okay? So the first things right here I'd like to share with you, please go to our event calendar to take a look at our upcoming events. At the same time, if you log into my.networkoptix.com, okay, we have a, hold on very quickly. Networkoptix.com. So if you log into our my.networkoptix.com, there's a new sessions called webinars. If you come here, you can see, take a look at the recorded webinar for the together with the works NX partners or only by the NX sales team member. Okay. So if you go inside each of the webinar, you can see the recorded file of the webinar. You can play it directly. Also, if you want to take a look at the slides that our team member and our partner used, then you can take a look at the slide directly on our websites. Yeah. Okay. So I really encourage you to take a look at the webinar sessions right here. And also, if you are in the same time zone and it's comfortable for you, please join the webinar live and have direct interactions with our partners, okay? So I apologize again for the screen recording. So here, if you are interested in our release timeline, you can take a look at it at our website. There's a release timeline session right here. You can take a look at like the history of NX Witness from 1.0 to 4.0. And very shortly, there will be a 4.1, okay? I also share with you about the release times life cycle. Right now, we are here, the last stage of the beta release. Okay, and like if you like to test the software, actually from the first version of beta release, you can download it already. You can download and play with it. We have a session on community forum where you can feedback some questions, or maybe you identify some issues, then you can feedback us shortly. And in about 2 weeks time, we will have a formal release of the v4.0. Okay, and then there will be the patch version for some box fix or adding new integrations. So please notice that again, the patch release should be used by partner that are suggested by our technical support engineers, okay? So let's move back to the first updates of new feature, okay, the ROI. So as I mentioned before, we have deep integration with cameras already. So right now I'm using an example as Hanwha TechWing. So at moment with 4.0, we can do that already. We have to configure the camera analytics inside the camera, and then we can select it as a trigger to NX, okay? With 4.0, we are doing something more. For example, it's the same camera. If you go to the plugin page at camera setting, you will be able to see available plugin analytics from this camera. And after that, you can start to configure it. For example, I'm trying to do a line crossing right here. So you can name the line a little bit faster. Yep. And then you can directly draw the ROI in NX Witness. All the setting you have done right here will be restored to the camera sites. Yeah, so it really streamlines the configurations of the user actions. User doesn't have to log into the camera, make sure to set up, and then configure it NX again. So it makes the configuration very comfortable. You can just set it up inside NX. And it requires a very like close partnership and working model between us and our camera partners. Yeah, so we will start to release it like one by one, okay? And what will be the result after we set up the ROI? Let's jump a little bit. Like here, every configuration we did in the NX Witness interface will be reflected to the camera interface. Okay, it's just a demo of that. And after that, my colleagues will walk into the thing. So you can see that it's just like the standard Meta SDK integration. So like now my colleague already enabled face detection and person detection. So you can see not only in the camera, but also in the NX Witness interface, we will reflect the ROI of interest. At the same time, we will showing the metadata that we enable the camera to send to NX. In current case, face detection and people detection. So it's really helpful that for some of the scenarios, we can use video analytics camera directly to identify a face or a person to enhance the motion detection accuracy. Or some other things, some cameras are getting more and more powerful. Like Hanwha TechWing, they can identify more than 3 or 4 types of objects already. So we can just use the camera and NX Witness to perform more and more intelligent systems. Okay. And so with the first release, Hanwha TechWing will be the first camera vendor we support. And after that, in the next patches along the year, we will be supporting, of course, like the partners we've been working for a while, like Hikvision, Dahua, and also some new partners we are adding for the deep integration, such as Bosch, who has been known for a very nice video analytics camera in the market. And at the same time, Vivotech from Taiwan, they also have a new product with a video analytics inbuilt, and we will also do deep integration with Vivotech. Yeah. At the same time, another vendor from Shenzhen called TVT, we also included in our integration so far. Yeah, so after that, other than all those software-based work with NX partner for video analytics, we will have more and more options from video analytics cameras along the way. So this is the first major release I like to share with you. It's very helpful. We have so many kind of camera in the market already, and now with NX, we can utilize even more of those cameras. Okay. The second update I like to share with you is also, it's called camera web page. And to do so, I need to log into our demo server in Taiwan to give you a live demo. I apologize, I don't have a live Hanwha camera for the demo, so I have to record the video first. And now I will share with you some live connections to our Taipei office. Hold on a second, let me put it up. Okay. So right now I'm logging to NX Cloud. I'm connecting to our Taipei office via NX Cloud. So the second update called camera web page. For example, like I'm setting up this camera. I go to camera setting. I go to web page. So I can directly log in to the camera web page via NX interface and start to configure the setup. I don't know if you noticed that it's like, it's not just we bring in the camera setup page to the NX client interfaces. It's actually, I'm sitting at my home behind my NAT network. This is a NX Office demo site. I connect to it via our beautiful NX Cloud, the P2P technology. So the office is also behind its own NAT network. However, like you can see the cameras, they're at the local network, I'm at my home network. So NX server from v4.1, we actually serve as a proxy server so that the client can remotely connect to NX server via NX Cloud while still being able to connect to the camera setup page to do so. Yeah, so it really saved a lot of efforts on the network setup, the IT setup, so that the operator can remotely configure their cameras. Yeah. For example, like MileSci, they also have built-in analytics in their cameras. However, we haven't finished the working of, we haven't started working on the integration for IVA. So for brands like this, we can still easily log into their camera interfaces. And then we can go to the configuration. We can go to advanced setting, smart event. So these are the available smart event inside MileSci camera. So far, their analytics cameras work with NX via generic events. However, the user still needs to configure the video analytics ROI, for example, inside the camera. So right now, like we can think about the users is the command center, it's a remote site. So with the new feature camera web page functions from v4.1, the user can also very easily configure the ROI in the camera directly. Yeah. So it's it's not a very big function enhancement, but it's really, really handy to help the SI or even help the end user, the IT managers to make their job done much easier. Yeah. Okay. So this is the second update about the v4.1. Okay. Let me move back to my main servers. Okay, it's right here. It covers me a bit. All right. Okay, so the other one, the next I like to share with you is the building NX browser engine update. Yeah, this is one of the updates I like a lot. Like in 4.0 or previous version, we're using a Qt WebKit as a building browser engine. So now we change it to Chromium, so which is much more advanced. And at the same time, it's basically compatible with almost all the Chrome applications in the market. So like it can be used in many different ways. I'll share with you with several examples. For example, a dashboard-based application like this, we can easily embed the dashboard interface into NX Witness so that the user can visualize the data at the same time with their CCTV system. It's very interactive. And the other example, like this is a case from Taiwan, we call it Airbox. our government has deployed, I think, more than 1,000 sensors around Taiwan. So it's an interactive map application. So the sensors will update their status, I think, on 10 minutes interval. So like if we see like a red button right here, that means no good. We click on that, we can see like the temperature information, humidity, the PM quality, etc. Yeah, so if you have a camera next to it, or you can directly imbue the view windows right here next to the sensor, then you can very easily view the camera from the page, or has a camera inside NX, for example, like here, to view like this is a red, like hypothetically, this camera is next to this sensor, then you can take a look at what are the situation. Of course, we can configure the generic event to send alert to NX when we have detected a high potential threats of air pollution. Yeah, we can send an alert to NX and pop up screen to see the view. Yeah, so we just make everything like integrated better with the Chromium. Okay. The other example I like a lot, and I've been hoping to have it, is the freeway service from Taiwan. Yeah, this is from our Taiwan government for the freeway monitoring. Yeah, so you can take a look at these are the different interchange sections of our freeway. And this is where I usually go if I need to go to the city. So it's a red, means traffic. If I click on that, I can directly see the browser building live streams. Yeah, then there's a southbound. This is now northbound. We can take a look at the southbound, and we can take a look at the nearby interchange sections to have a clear view of it. So it's also very helpful for developers or for the end users to building web applications like this. It doesn't just fit for data or graphics. Actually, for video types of applications can also build in and play directly inside the new NX Witness interfaces. Okay. The other thing I like to share with you is CCTV house monitoring. Yeah. So I guess some of you might know we have a partner called AI Argus. So they do CCTV house monitoring. They are from USA. They have a really cool solutions for large scale of project. And here I'd like to give you a quick demo of how it works with it. So we can also build this kind of dashboard system house monitoring system directly inside NX. Yeah, very shortly. I think we already disconnected our servers with their server, so you can see like all the cameras are offline. So basically, you can see the reference image and the latest image to have some ideas about how each camera are perform right now. Are they still giving the image that user wanted when we configure the camera? So the things I like to share with you is actually here. If we go to the report sessions, okay, hold on a second to log into the report. So you can see the report sessions right here. And if you want to download the report, like right here, we can directly download the file inside NX Witness. So again, it can be a very interactive operations for the operators right here. I am watching the camera and I received an alert from AI Argus. I can pull up the camera NX Witness to take a look at it to see what is the issue. And after that, after I identify the issue, I can quickly press the download button to export the report. Yeah, we just make the workflow more seamlessly integrated with the new Chromium browsers building. Okay. Other than that, Neurovision, facial recognition partners from Australia, they also build a very nice web gadget. Allow me to log into my demo account, okay? What are my cameras having any of these? Yeah, so like this is their web gadget to view the facial recognition information. You can see right here, like if I want to search for VIP, I want to search for the past 30 days. It shows the like interactive graphic data and the results inside the web interface that we can embed it to NX Witness. Also, like there are some temperature alert, Like now, we can identify information right here to see the data directly at the same time. So if we are putting an NX witness inside, hi everyone. So like NX witness is designed for surveillance, designed for incident management. So with meta integration, we already able to carry over many different kind of metadata to NX witness, and it performed very well and provide a very nice integrated security solutions. However, there are some use cases like facial recognition. It requires much more data to see the trend, to do some study, to do some research. Then NX witness, we might not have the interface building for the user to do so. So right now with the building, for example, these given cases, no matter is for the smart retail solutions or for the visitor management solutions, we can easily build an interface right here and play it right next to the facial recognition systems. Okay. Yeah. The one last things I like to share with you is pretty cool. Like now, I need to log into my personal account, gmail.com. I'm actually doing this testing with the partner from Singapore. So right now, because it's Chromium browser built-in already, it's very secure. I will log in. Yes, this is me. Okay. Okay, so we can use the Chrome built-in browsers to do remote access to another workstations. So there are several ways we can do that actually. Like right now here, I have a desk camera that is streaming another computer of their video to my NX workstation so that I can take a look at it. And now, hold on a second. Okay. So if you want to have direct control of the remote workstations, then you can actually add a Chrome remote access of that remote workstation you want to control. At the same time, you can add it to NX as a browser interfaces. Then you can control that workstation directly and just point it next to your CCTV systems right there. Yeah, something like this. It will be very helpful. If you need to remotely add something to your NS witness and operate it at the same time, this is one thing you can do so. Okay, like here, I'm actually have a Android emulators right here because some of the application we are trying to use is actually only available for Android. So we install the Android emulator in that computer, and then we use the PC to open the Android emulator, then start to control the Android app. Yeah, so that would be one way to control an Android app on NX Witness via the Chrome remote demo. Yeah. So here are some of the demo to let you know the capability of the new Chromium browser. Yeah, again, it's not a super fancy update, but it's really, really helpful for developers, for SI, for end users to start think about what are the existing applications I have so far. There are web-based, and what can be the synergy if I imbued the solution inside NX. And then we can start to do some little integration. For example, we can always use the HTTP communication between the third party and NX and send a generic event to NX to very easily to link the web-based application with NX Witness VMS. Okay. All right, that's the Chromium update. Okay, the other update I'd like to share with you is the health monitoring. So I'll also do a live demo about it. So this is the NX Cloud interface. Yeah, so it's nxvms.com. Okay, so let's log in. So once you log in, you can see like all the cloud connected assets that you are granted to. So I'm going to go to this site. If you download and install NX Witness v4.0, you will notice a new tag right here called information. Okay. And this is where you will see the new system health monitoring. So right now we are doing a pretty cool stress testing together with CK team. So it generates a lot of data. So I think it will be great to use this demo site for showing the new feature of system health monitoring. So later on, our marketing team will come up with a much more detailed reports about this testing. So please look forward to it. Right now, I just use some of the data to show you. So the first page you can see right here, there are several categories like alerts, system, server, camera, storage, and network. Alerts give the operator a clear interfaces about what kind of subcategory right here has some potential issue by warning or arrows. Okay, you can select specific server or which camera, which type, or what type of alerts right here. Okay, it gives the ideas about the overall status of health of my system. If we go to the system tag, you can see how your system looks like. In given case, there are 10 servers, 1,000 camera. We have assigned 21 storage locations. We have 12 users, which is the version. Okay. To the server sessions, you can see right here, these are the 10 server. What is the uptime? We have been running the testing for 1 week, but we have reset it up. So it works for 3 days so far. You can see the overall CPU usage, how much are occupied by VMS, the RAM usage by VMS, okay? If you click on that, you can see the detail of the information, CPU, RAM, how many connection threads, how many channels, the decoding speed, the encoding speed, incoming connection, outgoing connections. So the data is not only good for the user to have a better understanding about the system, it also helps the SI and NX supporting to do better and faster technical support when we have so much data that is just fingers away. Okay, it also show you some basic information about the network, operating systems like CPU. We're using a pretty cool CPU right here, Intel Xeon Gold CPU. So we're actually running 10 virtual machines on these Dell servers. Yeah, okay. To see the cameras, there are 1,000 of it. So it's streaming by our test camera emulator. So one thing I like to share is right here, the FPS. So we can also use this to take a look whether we have drop frame situations like here, like actual FPS, the average FPS drop in the past 10 minutes. Yeah, the recording B rate is around 6 megabits every cameras, okay? Storage locations as well. Let me do this way, right? Yeah. So you can see we have attached multiple IPsend storage to this system. Yeah, and every storage has about 480 terabytes of hard disk. So we have 10 of them, so it's around a 500 terabyte system doing recording constantly for dual string. And every server are taking 73 megabit per second B rates. Yeah. Network interface as well. All the available network interface will show here. We can take a look at the inbound network and outbound network at the same time. Yeah, so it's a very detailed report from different aspects of your VMS system. And you can download the report. It will be in JSON format. Yeah. At the same time, there will be API available for you to retrieve the report, retrieve the statistic data by API. So if you have another system to monitoring the overall solutions, then you can always use an API to request the report periodically so that you have the updated status about your system. If you don't like the visual that we are providing here, then you can always pull the data from NX server and use the data, show the data as the way you like, okay? Is a push notification. By doing so, I need to slightly remove my webcam, okay? All right. Okay, hold on a second. Yeah. So it's a function has been asked for a while. Push notification. We finally added in to the version. Yeah. So first things to know is that the notification to be enabled, and you have to connect your NX server to NX Cloud. Okay, so right now you will be able to see my mobile phone right here. Okay, so there are a few ways to use that. For example, the security guard at on the move. Someone pressed the panic button. Let me simulate that by pressing a software trigger right here. Okay, so if someone pressed the panic button, then the security guard is not in the office, it's moving, then we'll receive information right here. Like there's a panic button 1, building 1, 3rd floor, toilet. So even the security guard is on the go, like we have, like they can still be alert about some of the detailed information about it. It's quite useful because some of the countries, including Taiwan, we are having manpower shortage issues. So everybody's trying to make the security system more interactive, more intelligent. So we need to have ways like this to be connected all the time. So not only this, but also, let me see, how can I show you? So if my face are detected, we can also configure. I have configured already on analytics event. Hold on, this is the camera. We can also integrate this together with the building analytics. Like I've set it up. Analytics event. When there is a facial recognition, identify my name. So please send a mobile notifications. Okay. So I will show my face up. Yep. In front of it. Again. It's too far away. Yeah. All right. So once a person is identified, so we will receive a snapshot like this. There will be a snapshot of the person identified by the plugin, and then showing the name. And we like the panic button cases, we can predefine some text for the security guard to follow. Like for example, this is a VIP, please call store manager, or this is a blacklist person, please also call the store manager. Yeah. So these are some of the very helpful informations. Yeah. Other than that, you can see here's just a video recording demo. So if we use facial recognition, it also supports multiple languages. Like I'm streaming a video from YouTube and identify some of the K-pop thinners I like. So it will identify me, like this lady Kwanala was detected, then we can receive the mobile notification as well. Yeah, so there's a lot of use cases we can use that. And the one good thing is that everything integrated to NX can be integrated with each other. So NX is sometimes like a middleware to help system A to work with system B via NX as a middleware. So to sum up, I will say for 4.0, we made a very big fundamental change of our framework, the software. We have Meta SDK. We have changed the framework of the software, even the database structure. And start from 4.1, we start to introducing more capability. Like we share today with camera ROI. We share today with push notification, health monitoring, the update of embedded browser, camera web page. We have all these kind of new things from v4.1 to make integration even easier, to make configuration interaction with smart cameras easier. Okay, that's the main goal of 4.1. All right. So if you want to take a look at some of the detailed demo, so you can always go to our YouTube channel. Our marketing team has already put a playlist right here. Okay, for all the features I just demoed to you. Yeah, and I share with you some of the other use cases I find very helpful. Okay, so yeah, that's everything I want to share with you today. I can start to take a look at some questions, and if you have any questions, please, you can type it in the chat room, or you can tap in the Q&A sessions. Let's see, does NX Witness has any deep integration plan with Hikvision AccuSense to pick up the vehicle human metadata in event? I think the answer is yes. We are working on that already. As I mentioned to you right now, we have Hanhua ready, and along the way, in the coming 1-2 months, we are working on integration with other brand. And Hikvision apparently is one of the key partners we are working with. Yes, so I will check in detail about AccuSense because they have different API for different model lines. Like for smart event, there's one. For thermal event, there's one. For AMPR, there's one. So I will make sure whether the AccuSense are included in the SDK or API we're using from Hikvision. Okay, so you're using a anonymous way to ask these questions. Which can you send me an email about this so that I know how can I get back to you with these questions? Okay. So, but in any way, Hikvision is in the roadmap for the integration for deep metadata integrations. Okay. The other question from Yongsun, how do I check whether my IP camera is having any of these features? Okay, so there are two ways to check. Okay, the first one is if the camera support the functions. Hold on. If the camera support the functions, and you go to the camera setup page, which is right click on the camera, and you can go to the camera setting page, and then you click on the plugin tag right here. If you are able to see the tags right here to do the configuration, then that means it works. And if you don't have the camera yet, and like I said, there is a brand specific. Like right now, it will be listed in our release note for sure. So as I mentioned to you, right now is Hanwha Tag Wing available. Later on, it will be Bosch, VivoTech, Hikvision, Dahua, and TVT. These brands are in the roadmap already. And other than these brands, then they will be not available. And if you have requests, you can always send me the email. I can raise the subject and discuss with developers. Yeah. So the quick way to test is to check directly if you have the camera. If no, please make sure the brands are integrated. You can check our release note about it. Okay. Or you can just drop me an email. I can check some more detail for you as well. Okay. Any other questions about new features? So far, so good? Okay, so as I mentioned, the 4.1 will be available. Yeah, the 4.1 will be available at the end of this month. And as you can see right here, it will be available for download first, and then we will send out announcements. So it will be available to download 1 to 2 weeks prior to our announcement. The reason is that we want our partners to start using the version first, so that when we make the public announcement, there might be some new SI or new end user receive the announcement and start to use it, then our partners will already be familiar with the V4.1. So that's the logic behind it. Yeah. So please stay tuned with your email box. So we will be sending you the information about the download availability. Yeah. So any questions so far? Okay, so if there's no questions, I think we can finish our webinar for today. So thank you very much for joining. The VMSV 4.1 is a really nice software update we're going to have. It will have a lot of new interesting functions, no matter it's with third party, no matter it's with camera. I'm very looking forward to it. So I hope you will look forward to it too, and you will find it very helpful as well. Okay. Thank you, Nathan. My pleasure. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Okay, thank you. So yeah, if you have any questions about the new features, you are more than welcome to contact me or the NX sales sales manager you've been working with. And on our official YouTube channel, there are always a lot of video demos for the new features. Yeah, so I'm very looking forward to know your feedbacks about the software. Okay. Thank you very much for joining. I wish you a nice day and nice weekend ahead. Please take care while traveling. Okay. Thank you very much, guys. Take care.